Hello, hello, hello. How you guys are doing? And welcome back to Peggy's Talk Show. I'm back, guys. I know I have been gone for a little while, but I am happy to let you guys know that I am going to be back doing my Peggy's Talk Show this year, 2024. And I'm here right now with my assistant, and she's going to be the one doing my interview, guys. So stay tuned. And thank you for always listening to me, okay?
Okay, so a few people are noticing that you haven't been as active on social media. So is there a specific reason for that?
Well, I haven't been doing a lot on social media when it comes down to my YouTube channel. I do a lot of posting, a lot of my real estate postings that I do, and a lot of my design stuff that I do. I do post those, but I kind of went back because I stepped away from a lot because I decided to take care of my 82-year-old uncle who is doing very well right now. But for the year, I've been trying to take care of him, making sure that he's okay, and now he's doing excellent.
Okay, so how has this transition impacted you?
Well, it's been hard, guys. I'm telling you, because I'm just this person that's free as a bird to do what I want. But I had my uncle, who's 82 years old, who is also an artist. He needed my help, so I had to make a decision to not be selfish, not think about myself. He's the only living person on my family, on my mom's side. So I just took it upon myself to go ahead and forget about the things I want to do and focus on him. And as I was focusing on him, I had to sell my house. So selling my house was really kind of, wasn't as bad as I thought, because I had just bought it, 2.5 years ago, and I had a 2.6 interest rate. And I'm never going to see that no more. So I understand I'm never going to see that no more. And everybody thought I had lost my mind. What you mean you're going to sell your house? What, you just move your uncle in? But with me, I didn't want to move my uncle because he is 82. Now he's 83. But last year he was 82. And I just felt like that would kill him if I take him away from his home. So since I was there with him, it has did a great impact for me to be able to see that God can bless you at 82 for your dreams to come true. Since I was with him, I started showing people his pictures as I was remodeling his home. I started showing his pictures on social media, on Facebook, and I got people asking me, hey, I want to buy those pictures. I love them, and I was like, I can't sell his pictures. That's what I was saying to myself. I can't sell his pictures, but during that process, one of my friends, who's also a real estate broker, she took those pictures and she showed it to one of her friends, who's also an artist. Next thing I know, they did a whole exhibit on my uncle at the museum for the day after. So he's a veteran. So Veterans Day, the next day after Veterans Day, they did this great big expo on my uncle. And just to see him smile and happy, and to see his dream come true, and he actually made money too. And so now, since he did that, now he's painting every day. He gets up in the morning, he makes his breakfast, he takes his blood pressure, he logs it down, he goes out into his room and he does his painting. Then when lunchtime comes, he makes his lunch, he goes back out to his room and he's painting, and he'll work up until 5 o'clock. So it's like I gave him hope that he could actually continue to do what he loved and continue to make him some money. So I'm excited with that, just to be able to be a blessing to somebody else. So I think that has impacted me a whole lot, to be able to not be selfish, so that's what happened to me.
And how have you managed to balance your career and helping your uncle?
Oh, well, that's where the problem is. I'm trying to do this balancing thing, because it's not only just my uncle that I have to make sure that I have time for. I have 6 grandbabies and I have 3 children, so I have to make time for my uncle, my grandkids, my business. It's been a lot, guys. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but I made it through last year. I made it through balancing my life through that, even though it was a little hard, trying to make sure that I take my uncle to the doctor, set up his appointments, make sure that he has everything he needs at home, plus trying to take care of my clients and take care of my clients that's on the design side and my clients on the real estate side, which you don't know what you can do until you do it. God is just so good that He gave me the opportunity to do it. I did make good money for, as I can say, I still was able to make my money to take care of myself, and I still was able to fix up his house and get it ready the way I needed it to be for me to be able to move in. Even though most people thought I was crazy for selling my house because of the good interest rate, but I did get a chance to make a profit off the house because the market was going up, and I had did an awesome job on what I had done in that house. That I did was able to make the money that I needed to make to continue to do the remodeling that I did at my uncle's house, and I will be purchasing his home. So it's not like I ain't gonna have a home. I do have a home now. I'm just having it with my uncle, and the house just needed some TLC. And guess what? I'm a designer, so guess what I did? I fixed it up. I hooked it up. That's what I do. That's what I do, y'all. I hook you up. So don't forget to call me when you need your design stuff going on. You need your window treatments and whatever else you need. You know your girl got you.
Between selling your own home and preparing to buy your uncle's, why would you encourage others to purchase their own house?
Well, the reason why I feel so good about purchasing my uncle's house is because when he came out of the Air Force, he was in the Air Force he went in the Air Force in 1960 to 1968. When he came out, he purchased his home and he moved my grandparents into that home. So the house has so many just memories that I don't want to give up. So it's like I'm getting a chance to move in there and buy his home for a good price because, he's been in there. I'm buying this house for something very nice, even though we are out and we got stuff going on in the background. But guys, hey, we're going to keep it moving, okay? So I just think, I know that you should buy a home. And the reason why the way they're doing this economy now, they're trying to make it where you never buy a house. I go drive around and I'm seeing communities where the homes that they are building is for lease only. So they're trying to get you guys to only think about leasing for the rest of your life. If you own a home, you got stability. You know where your children are going to go to school at, where they're going to be able to finish high school. You got time to be able to pay your mortgage, because when you're renting, you got to pay it on the first. If you don't have it paid by the third, you're going to have all those extra charges that's going to be added. But if you own your own home, they give you a grace period. Your late charges don't start until the 15th. So that's smart. You should go ahead and buy your own property. And guys, you're paying the same amount of money to rent. And you can own. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't have the money. Well, if you would just call me, we can set up a plan on how you can start saving toward buying your home. What you might need to give up. Maybe you don't need to go to Starbucks every week. Maybe you need to say, I'm not going to go eat out for 6 months. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to cook. There's things the way you can get to where you need to be to buy your first home. I bought my first home at 26 years old, a single mom with 3 kids. People were like, how you going to buy a house? First of all, I knew I had to know God, and that's what I told them. I said, God going to help me. But God only help you when you help yourself. So I went out and did what I can do. I went out and I did my research. I put in my house was a VA foreclosure, so I went out and I applied for the VA foreclosure. I put my bid in and I won. And so my kids all own their homes. They started buying their homes in their 20s because they had a mother that showed them that a home is a great opportunity for them and a great place to start. Don't just throw your money away. So at least taught them that they can write off. You can write off the interest. You can write off the things you can do when you own your own home that you can't do when you're renting. Okay. They also had homes big enough where they can do their little business that they are doing on the side. They can write off one of those rooms, and they was able to just get a chance to say, I'm a homeowner. And they can stay there. I mean, they've been there for my daughter, her first house. She stayed there. I think she stayed in her first house about 6 years. And then she decided to sell it and she bought her a bigger home. So it's a lot of perks in owning your own home. Right now I'm selling a home to one of my oldest son. Him and his wife bought their first house at 23. Okay, now they've been married 19 years and now they're going to buy them another home and they're keeping that home to rent. So it's a lot of guys, it's a lot of stuff that you can do to make you feel good about being a homeowner. Okay, this is why I love what I do. I help as many people as I can help to buy a home. I'm glad to be able to be a help to people. So I just feel like if you hire me, I'm going to work hard for you and I'm going to make sure that you get everything you need. I'm going to take my time. I'm not anxious. I'm not trying to force you into doing something. I don't try to make people be upside to buy them a home and they so you bought this home, but now you can't even enjoy life because, okay, they told you qualify for $500,000 house. I'm gonna say, girl, do you really need the $500,000 house? How about us getting you one for $350? How about us getting you one for $375? Where you can have, but you won't be house poor. So you have to think about that. You need to have a good agent that's not just greedy, that just want to see you in a home and not think about your future and how much time you're going to be able to spend with your kids. Do you want to be able to take some trips? If you buy a house and you can't take a trip, you can't go nowhere, all you're doing is paying bills. I'm not that kind of realtor.
Many people love to hear what you have to say, so they were wondering when they can expect to see your talk show again.
Well, I want everybody to know, even though y'all girl Peggy, she splits all the verbs, she all over the place, and I do not like to have my videos edited. I want you to know that I'm real when I do stuff. I'm going to be doing this from here on out. For the rest of the year, 2024, you'll be seeing me. And I would love to be able to have you on my show. So if you're somebody that wants to be on my show, you want to be able to express yourself, because it's Peggy Talk Show, we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. But today I just wanted to let my assistant get y'all back, get me back out here, let y'all know that I'm going to be around. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's great today. I told her, I said I came out here and it was raining real bad, so I didn't put no makeup on. So what you see is what you get. I didn't dress up. I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know that I am excited to be back on Peggy's Talk Show, and I'm looking forward to doing business with you guys here in Houston and all over Texas. If you want to buy a house in Austin, Dallas, wherever you want to buy a house, as long as it's in Texas, your girl got you. And if you want to design your home, I'm here to help you with that. My design business, y'all know I inherited from my mom, so it's been around for at least 60 years, and I do this business to honor my mom. I take care of my uncle to honor my mom, my grandparents, everybody. That's where I was raised. I think that we need to get back to what we was taught. We are all over the place. We are not caring about people. It's not about us, guys. It's about the next person. It's about your next generation. So that's what you guys are going to hear more about me and more about my family, more about my uncle. And I like the fact that you guys are following me and keep following me and subscribe down there so I can get more followers, okay? And thank you guys for listening to me today. Goodbye.
Always watch your back.